All right, guys, welcome back to Divine Destiny Tarot. So today we're going to do a reading on the Jim Crow laws happening in Mississippi. Please take the messages how they resonate and leave the rest. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, you can always DM me on Instagram, and I will also leave my Linktree link for you guys so that you can visit my social media, visit my Etsy shop to shop for my products and rituals, as well as connect with me via email for collaborations. So we're just going to go ahead and get into the overall energy of the laws that were passed unbeknownst to a lot of us. If a lot of you aren't aware and you haven't heard of the Jim Crow laws, they are basically laws that were put in place that openly discriminate against African Americans. And there's going to be segregation that takes place, and a lot of us need to actually stand up and fight for the rights of those that are currently being targeted. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the energy. So we got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune speaks of karmic cycles. It speaks of destiny. We got the Page of Swords. We got the Judgment. I'm literally hearing history repeats itself if it is not taken seriously. And this is what's happening. The current karmic cycle that we're going through right now with this whole ordeal has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of us haven't truly healed from the trauma that segregation and racism has caused, okay? This energy has created a lot of group conflict and a lot of misalignment within the collective energies, to where it's caused a lot of chaos and confusion amongst the collective. Spirit's saying there's going to be a huge turning point when it comes to this, because a lot of us are going to have to start going within and choosing to make the judgment when it comes to fully opening up to this awakening that is happening. Because I feel like the reason why this is happening is because Spirit is calling down judgment on those that do not want to align with the 5D energy that is coming. And I'm also hearing that a lot of this is created to create chaos and conflict amongst our people. Now there's going to be a huge turning point. And there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and it's going to be very unpredictable. But this is the USA's reckoning time. And I'm hearing that it's a time for a new season. It's a time for a new phase of life. There's a lot of trauma I'm hearing regarding racism, sexism, and I feel like the fact that we haven't fully healed from this is the reason why the Judgment card is here. It's coming back up. There's a lot of talk on social media about this, especially on the news. And if it's not on the news, it's because it's been happening behind the scenes, and now we have those chosen people that are bringing it to the light. But I feel like this is definitely a way to divide and conquer the collective, and it's spiritual warfare, and it's used as a way to distract us. Yeah, I'm also getting that this was done very maliciously. And now the truth is being revealed about this, and people are starting to rethink this approach. The people that went behind the scenes and actually started to initiate some of these laws are now in the place of wanting to turn over a new leaf because they realize how much backlash is going to happen if this persists. We got heavy Pluto energy. So that's all about death and rebirth. We got Jupiter, which is all about information, communication. Then we also got the shattered dreams. We got the Ten of Cups, broken homes. There's a huge disconnection when it comes to the current morals in place that America's at right now. Because I feel like a lot of us don't realize that our government was built off of a bunch of misaligned values that no longer resonate with this current generation. A lot of us are getting clarity and we're seeing through these delusions. I'm also hearing that the higher-ups spent so much time and energy trying to create this fantasy world for us that they'd invested so much time in trying to control and manipulate us. And it's finally coming to the light what's being done. And these people are facing judgment. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards. Yeah, justice will be served. And there will be equality to this situation. I don't think that this law that is going to be passed stands for justice, and it doesn't stand for equality, and there will be a cause and effect because of this. So a lot of people feel isolated. A lot of people feel like America has lost its way when it comes to our values and what we truly believe in. It's like we're getting closer and closer to ascending, and the higher powers, the people that believe they're in charge, are trying to do anything and everything to create division amongst us and to create fear. This is all fear-mongering tactics that are used. And a lot of them are using dark psychology. They're working with, psychologists when it comes to studying the patterns of the collective. Okay, so I'm going to pull on the outcome. Justice. We got the 3 of Fire in the reverse. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this was definitely a dumb plan that I do not feel like it's going to go through, just because of the fact that a lot of the people that are doing this are going to be discredited for this. And Spirit is saying that there will be justice, divine justice, and the people that have went behind the scenes to initiate these plans, they got to reprioritize because they're going to be overwhelmed with a lot of frustration. These people definitely, I feel like they really did this slyly. Like, it's given the energy where they were really impatient and they just were not thinking this through at all, y'all. And it's going to cause a lot of delays in their lives, because justice will be served. Yeah, now they're hesitant because they realize that this decision they made was very reckless. It was a bad choice, a bad law that should have never been brought back to the surface. A lot of people are going to feel very defensive and paranoid. But I'm seeing that there's nothing to be paranoid about here. Yeah, and this is definitely the work of the devil. This was definitely low vibrational energies in our government and in our environment trying to create destruction and chaos. There will be freedom though. This mental prison that they're trying to put us in, we will be free of. There's going to be a lot of anger. But a lot of people are going to start accepting the fact that we need to open up ourselves to new perspectives. And I also feel like a lot of the people that took the initiative to go out and make such decisions will now be in the energy of really, really regretting that. That's what I'm hearing. They literally, I keep hearing they're trying to imprison a nation. Trying to imprison a nation. These people are very untrustworthy and unpredictable. And we need to stop listening to all these distractions and start watching. Because there's going to be a collapse of power, y'all. There's going to be upheaval. There's going to be chaos. There's also going to be an epiphany. Also here, a major rebellion. A lot of people are going to rebel against this. A lot of people are going to choose to. I keep hearing Satan will be exiled. And I see chains, and this is reminding me of slavery. This is mental bondage. This is mental slavery. It's like they want us to go backwards. But there is no way backwards. Yeah, Star card. It's causing a lot of insecurity and discouragement. That's what it's here for. It's to discourage us from moving forward. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 on this. I'm definitely going to have to do a part 2 on this. Let me get some oracle cards. Ooh. Because this energy is very heavy. There's definitely a lot of manipulation happening. I also feel like there's a lot of energetic work that's happening behind the scenes too. I definitely feel like they're trying to target African Americans because they know that we possess a lot of power and we possess knowledge because we are non-ether beings. So we are directly connected to source. Yeah, and there were a lot of sleepless nights, guys. Especially the people in Mississippi. A lot of these families are having a lot of sleepless nights because they're in fear of their life. They're in fear of their rights. Okay. Spirit's saying that this is not going to go through because we're going to learn how to destroy our enemies and our blocks. And we're going to do this by working together. I'm literally seeing that. And instead of us having the sleepless nights, it's going to be them. We're literally avoiding a disaster right now. A disaster of the government. Because a lot of like-minded people are going to stand up against this, and it's not going to be able to go through. Mark my words. And come back to this video when y'all see that everything that was predicted was done. Please let me know in the comment section below. They waited a long time for this, y'all. They waited a long time to do this to us. There's going to be a flood. They might try to flood Mississippi by using weather technology to manipulate the weather. But I'm also hearing that God literally will send a flood if this persists. If it continues, there will be a flood. And it says your angels have been visiting you. Those angels that we've been seeing in the sky, they've been seen all over America. They're being seen for a reason, guys. They're definitely being seen for a reason. Ooh. Got the Anunnaki. This is the bloodline they're trying to attack. The Anunnaki. AKA black people. Yep. I got alien abduction. Excuse me, alien abduction. People have been promoting this on social media. That's how the news is breaking, and that's sad. But there's definitely going to be a lot of change that happens in this lifetime, y'all. And I think we need to get prepared for it. Whew. Something happened in January, October. This could have been the time frame that all of this went down in. Okay. These people are very manipulative. People that are doing this. I'm going to pull some more oracle cards, get some more messages. Yeah, they're trying to cause people to go homeless, guys, especially African Americans. They're trying to cause death. And they do not want us to receive our divine inheritance. I feel like Mississippi is an area where it used to be mainly inhabited by African Americans, and now they're trying to use this as a way to basically push us out. And they're using occult practices and all types of stuff to do this. So I'm definitely seeing that. Then we also got the third house, which rules our mind and intellect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there, guys. We need to continue to build to our foundations and build our own businesses and build our own resources. I do not believe that we should trust these people because they do not have our best intentions. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if y'all want a part 2.